Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you're doing well. There's been two quakes in the last 2 weeks here in the Philippines. You have the one that was in Bogo of a 6.5 or 6.9 magnitude quake, and the one that happened yesterday that was in Davao Oriental area that was reportedly a 7.6 quake. Both were devastating, but the one that was around Bogo, being right next to the coast, did a lot more damage and was felt more by the residents, and the terrain had more damage and building damage compared to what happened in Davao Oriental, as far as I'm aware right now. The difference between a 6.5 and a 7.6 quake is still about at least 11 times. If it's a 6.5 or a 6.9, it'd only be a 7 times difference, but still, it's still a much heavier quake. But being a little further from the coast, some of that um, tremor was mitigated, I guess. So hopefully, it didn't do too much damage in Davao Oriental. I've seen some reports on what the damage is, and the death toll in Davao Oriental is so far reportedly around 3, I think. But either way, both are devastating. I hope anyone's friends and family that are in these areas are safe. Aid does make it to these locations, and people are able to rebuild anything that may have been lost. Today, I'll be doing a ride around San Carlos. Here, even 2 weeks ago, for the Bogo quake, we felt it over here and some of the aftershocks. There's no substantial damage here. Only real damage that I've noticed here is Unitap had a few windows blown out, and right next to it, you have Save More and the public marketplace. Between the two, there was a pharmacy there that completely collapsed. I think the building may have been made of cheap materials because it was the only structure in the area that had any damage to it. So that's my speculation of that. I've had footage before of me going around San Carlos, but I seem to have deleted it. So today I'll be going around San Carlos, doing a drive around, showing off the area for anyone who's never been here before to get a general idea of what the city consists of. Let's head into San Carlos. This is us entering the city. You see McDonald's starting off. Hopefully you can hear me. Here you have the Medina Integrated School. I think around 3 months ago, they finished this newer bridge entering the city. You see the old bridge right next to it. Coming here is one called 506 Daily. It's a nice coffee shop as you enter the city. Take a look at this community over here. I don't know when it was built, but I come around here every once in a while to look at some of the buildings here. I have absolutely no idea what this area is called, but they have some decent houses here. some of the areas I've been to around San Carlos are high flood areas. This is slightly on incline, like where I'm at going now is incline, so I don't think it'll be affected by floods, but I'd have to be over here during those times. I mean, all the dirt here. I mean, you know they're running construction and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know what this X is out to either. Let's see. This ends up going down. To some dirt path. Where they're still doing construction. I won't be going over there too much. But this is one of the paths I've seen people take whenever they have the checkpoints for entering the city. The people usually come through here to bypass the cops. Checkpoints for Philippines are always interesting, or at least for the province areas are always interesting because the cops literally just wait there, and as long as you do not go past them, they don't really bother you. So I've seen kids, like teenage kids, not even, definitely can't drive, not allowed to drive, but I've seen kids like 12 and 13 driving their grandparents. What the hell? Lamat boss. Driving their grandparents right to a checkpoint, and the cops will literally just sit there, and until they leave, they won't do anything. I've asked them, like, why do y'all let these people who obviously are not allowed to drive, who don't have licenses, who are not of age to drive, make it through these areas? And they say, well, as long as they're not doing anything that's overtly wrong and they don't come past us, we don't too much particularly care because it'll cause too much of a havoc. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, if you have 100 plus people or hundreds of plus people who are not allowed to drive, and we know for a fact at least a good half people on the road here are not legally allowed to drive because they don't have licenses, because their bikes tags are not paid for and stuff like that, then it'll just, huh? Quero cuadro. I don't know. What's that mean? No, not yet. I erased, my memory card got erased because I dropped it. And when I picked it up after rain, it got messed up, so I have to make new videos. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll not use this one. Just use, nope, hold on. Well, whatever. I'll just use this. Should be on. What up? No, not me. What is this area called?
San Gabriel subdivision.
San Gabriel. Okay. Yeah, cause I always come through here at different times. I never have an idea what the hell it's called. No one's ever out. It's always raining. Well, I'm gonna keep doing my little walk around thing. Y'all take care. Some kids said, "Can you do a shout out?" I was like, "Sure." It's kind of hard doing this because as I'm going around, the wind is kind of strong, and it keeps blowing off the wind guard on my mic. So hopefully everything's still here. This area here is Orban. It should be Orban. It's what I think people call like the squatters area. I might be wrong, but that's generally what I'm told. It's the area that is a lot of squatters. Yeah. So, by the way, the people around these areas are nice. I've driven around a few times. Let's see what we got. No entry. Ah. Oh, can't go in there. But again, back on to San Carlos. This area here is the one leading up to the public hospital. About, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago is when the fire was here. So the whole area over here behind them caught fire. So hopefully they're rebuilding after that. It's also where I'm like right after that and my tire blew out, so that sucked. Public hospital. You see I forget the name of this school, but it's another it's a public school here. Let's see. I forget. The school is very big. It's something Julio, I think. Julio Legman National High School. Yeah. This is Center Mall area. I don't know why they call it mall, but it's just a Center Mall. Then you have the the rescue people, their trucks. Yeah. You see some construction going on here. The building in front of us. That one, I don't know what they're making it into, but it's been being built for at least the past 6 months. Here you have the Awani Hotel, which is adding on another section to it. Yeah, so you have Awani. That'll probably be complete in the next few months, hopefully. I don't know, the park here in San Carlos is actually very big and I really like it. Only thing that sucks is the fact that I'm told in the next 5 years that a lot of this land has been sold already and they're planning on just doing renovation as far as taking the land and putting in some new corporate buildings and whatnot and businesses here. So a lot of these parks will be gone. You have a tennis court and whatnot over here. Oh, volleyball court. The tennis court's in front of us. So that's unfortunate. I really like the park. That's one of the highlights of the area. And obviously a tennis court, which is a very good place to obviously play tennis and just relax and chill out. Over here is where you have some of the local banks. You have Land Bank right here, City Savings, a few other banks over here. I think East West is over here. There's some governor building here, I think, too. I don't know if she moved or whatnot. Office of Senator Emer E. Marcos. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. You know, Radio Wealth Finance. And also right next to us, right in front of the bank area, still part of Center Mall, is Mr. C Outdoor. One of the three, because there's like Mr. C Outdoor, Mr. C Next Door, and Mr. C Main. You have Gaisano. San Carlos doesn't really have, it's a small city, so it doesn't really have anything big. The only real malls you have here will be Gaisano or City Mall. Well, that's a private school we just passed by. It's like School of the Future, I think. And it's mixed of like 5 or 6 schools inside.
going from elementary school up to high school. Well, I think high school. Oh, junior high school. I don't think they do senior high school. The prominent senior high schools in the area are like right here. You have CSTR, which is College de Santos Tomos Recollectos or something like that. Recollectos, yeah. CSTR. You have Honda. Imperial's right next to us, but I can't turn and show that. This right here is CSR, which last year caught fire. So they lost one building of the CSR. This should be the main campus. But there's another one that people also call campus. So I think this is the main and the other one's an alternate. This is the Unitep where I was saying where the top, you can see the glass is knocked out from the earthquake. There's 7-Eleven, your auditorium building, City Auditorium. One of the prominent hotels here is Palau. So, you have the Palau Hotel, which is more business-like. This is like it, because you obviously don't have much view. You have the back, if you saw the back of another building. But they have a nice restaurant right here. I think they're apparently doing renovation. I didn't even know they did that. Then you continue on. You end up towards the. It's not really the boardwalk. It doesn't really. I don't think it's considered boardwalk, but over here you can just come see the ocean. It's very cloudy and whatnot right now. Let's see what we can do. So you can come over here because over there you'll see when the boats come that head towards Toledo. You have a few restaurants to my left over here. Obviously this is the port area. This is the boardwalk. It's not the biggest, but it is what it is. In the evening time, after everyone gets off work, they'll start setting up their stalls as far as selling their fish, their barbecue stuff, and their other foods. I mean, the seafood here is actually very good, and it's not expensive either. I mean, you can get a nice meal of chicken, inasal, fish, shrimp, and whatnot, all for below like 200 peso. This is the port or a terminal area where you would take one of the ships over to what do you call it? Spaway Island for about maybe 100 pesos, maybe? I don't know. It's been a while since I've gone like one of these little boats to Spaway Island. The food area. You have City Health over there, or Phil Health over there. So that's that. Yeah, the marina over here. People fish, some come swim. It's a good place to just come and relax, chill out. Going up to the pier area. The wind here is very nice. I like it. The marina itself, where you just come and this building you can rent out for like weddings and other big events. I see a lot of weddings here. over here, as I said before, they're taking apart the park, and 4 months ago they signed off on adding a few tennis courts and volleyball courts to the marina. So moving the activities from the park over to the marina. I mean, it's nice to have that in the area, but I still think it's a very good. It sucks that they're going to destroy the park to add businesses there, and just subtract away from the beauty of the city. Because many people I talk to, I mean, that's one thing many foreign people like about San Carlos. I mean, it's a very peaceful city, and the fact that the park is just so nice, so big. But it is what it is. It sucks. I mean, I really love nature, and they're just tearing it apart. Senior Citizen Hall, police station. I think this Barangay 3 is over here. Yeah, Barangay 3. You can enter People's Park right here for about 10 peso. So that's not too much. I've been there. My first video was from People's Park. So I've seen that already. I really don't know what event's coming up. Oh, no, I don't know what event's coming up. There's some stuff around here too. Yeah, this is the other Mr. C. This is the Mr. C main. GB Bakery. This is the public market area. Mayor Junior Public Market. So again, I said I come back around the Generica. I will try showing it. You can see the building. You see the building right here, and then you see where I'm coming at right now, where there's no building anymore. So that whole building right here is just gone. Save more. Hotel here called Visitors Inn. I've never been there, but it's another one. The two main ones here are Palau and what's the other one's name? I forget. It's a food place too.